I want to get Mayor Jane Castor on quickly because there are some daunting numbers. And this is only City of Tampa. You've got the counties. You got the rest of Hillsborough County. You got Pinellas. You got Pasco, Hernando, Sarasota, Manatee, Polk. The amount of debris is out of control. Some of the numbers are crazy. I need to get a hold of the mayor quickly before her 8 o'clock staff meeting. Let me dial up the mayor on her cell phone quickly. 813.
But what happens to all of this debris? I mean, does it go straight to a landfill?
Well, there's just.
I mean, do we have a landfill that can just take all this stuff in?
Yeah, I mean, the county has a landfill, absolutely.
Yeah, but it's a big deposit.
Well, that's why I'm calling the mayor right now.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah, because there are just a lot of interesting stats and numbers that are crazy.
Does the city have their own dump as opposed to like the landfills we see around town? Like the waste management operated places?
Guess what? You can ask the mayor. Hold on a minute.
I'm afraid of the mayor.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Oh, you've reached the voice.
Hang on. She probably doesn't recognize the number. Let me just text her. Calling now, 727 number.
Okay.
Let me just dial her back. Okay, hang on a minute.
Right.
Let me just try her one more time.
I looked at that 727 number and said, I'm mayor of the 813.
Yeah, we're the 813.
813. I don't pick up these 727 numbers.
Not the 727. Hang on a sec. 727. Yeah. I think I hit a wrong number there. Hang on a minute. All right, one more time. But some of the numbers, as far as the amount of debris, is just insane. I think I read her text right. I think we could talk to her right before 8 o'clock staff call.
I mean,
yeah, I might need to just call on my cell. Maybe she'll recognize that number. But I saw something like they have 10,000 football fields of debris.
Wow.
Oh, you've reached.
Yeah. So hang on, let me just try her on my cell. Hang on, Matt. Let me see if I can. But I mean, that is just unbelievable.
I just can't even process how they're going to get all of this up and out of the way with any efficiency anytime soon.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to call the mayor on the timeline, and maybe she got pulled away on something. I thought the text said that she could talk to us right before her 8 o'clock staff meeting, with the city.
Maybe.
Oh, you've reached.
Yeah.
Something super important must be happening in the city.
Yeah, something, because I just texted her, because she said right before 8 o'clock staff call works for me.
Does the mayor have like a bat phone or something that you can call directly?
I'm calling the bat phone.
That's your cell phone,
but
right?
Some of the details here. 10,000 football fields of debris. I mean, can you even process that?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
And Andrew had a good question. So you have an area of 10,000 football fields, and how deep would that be? How high of a pile would it be? For 10,000 football fields.
Yeah, is it like 6 feet high or waist high?
But apparently, the other question I wanted to ask the mayor was, apparently there's some timeline that has to be achieved in order to get reimbursement from the federal government. That I thought I saw that the city has to remove the debris, and this goes for other cities other than City of Tampa and other counties, that in order to get FEMA reimbursement, that you've got a certain timeline that you have to get 100% of the debris.
But they don't help, right? I mean, they just offer you money and get it up by X date. What do you have, like 90 days or something?
Well, it was 3 months.
Okay. All right. I just kind of guessed, but.
All right, hang on a minute. Andrew says mayor's on one. Hold the mail. All right, hang on a minute. Mayor Jane Castor, City of Tampa, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Listen, I can't believe it was a week ago. Can you believe that? It's been a week.
I know. It's unbelievable. On our staff call last night, somebody brought that up, said, a week ago we were sitting in the EOC waiting for this to hit.
Jeez.
Amazing how time flies.
Yeah. So we were just going over some of the stats while we were trying to get you on. Did I hear 10,000 football fields of debris just in the city of Tampa?
Yep.
And what depth? Because Andrew, our producer, he said, okay, so 10,000 football fields as far as area. How high did that get delineated?
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. Math wasn't my strong suit.
Yeah, that's a real nerd question.
It's a lot. It's a lot, for sure.
And then what's the story with FEMA? I also thought I read that in order to get reimbursement from the federal government and FEMA funding, that there's a deadline that we must remove 100% of the debris by?
Not 100%. 90 days. That's always been the timeline for FEMA. And in the past, FEMA paid 75% reimbursement for the debris that you picked up, and then the state and the locals would try to hash out that extra 25%. But President Biden changed it to 100%. So everything that we can pick up in 90 days, we get reimbursed 100%.
Now, Mayor, I saw last weekend, so this is Sunday, in my neighborhood, and you know where I am. I live in South Tampa.
Yep.
I'm at Beach Park right off West Shore. And in my neighborhood, I saw 12 dump trucks staged on one of the side streets. And a little further down the road, there were backhoes, front-end loaders, and two other dump trucks. And they were picking up the debris. And the first round is, I guess, the household waste, the drywall, the wood, the furniture. That's the first. And I just wanted to point out that on a Sunday, there were like 14 dump trucks in my neighborhood, and I was looking at like the door on the dump truck, and there were trucks from like Kissimmee and Davenport. It was like all over the state.
Yeah, they're coming from all around the debris removal. So I'll try to go through a couple of things really quick, the high points. One, getting the debris removal companies. Now, everybody in the state practically is after them, right? And so we have to contract with them. We're doing emergency contracts. Shoot, I'm driving down Del Mabry after Helene, and our contractor didn't show up with the resources they were supposed to, so we're just doing emergency contracts with everybody. I see a College Hunks hauling junk truck. I call Omar, one of the owners. Hey, can you guys help? Sure. We signed them up in an emergency contract. So we're getting as many people as we can, but then those trucks have to be certified. So it really takes like a week to get them up and running when they get here.
Wow.
But think about a garbage truck. A garbage truck could pick up an entire neighborhood in one load on a normal day. Now it may take 3 of those trucks or 5 or 6 of those trucks just to get one house. So we're talking about a lot of debris. We're going after the household first, and we're finishing up with Helene. We got, a lot picked up with Helene, still had some on Davis Islands, and still had a lot along Southwest Shore and Port Tampa in your neighborhood. So we're picking all of that up first, and then we're going to do the household debris and the rest from Milton, and then we'll start picking up the yard debris. People can take their yard debris, and if they go on our website, there's a couple of different dump sites that they can take it to for free and drop it off. And then we also we need the community's assistance in separating that debris if you can.
Yep.
If it's refrigerators, stoves, dishwashers, put those in one location, drywall, flooring, carpet in another, and then keep your yard debris away from that, and then stay away from fire hydrants.
Yep.
We're going to try to notify everybody of when we'll be in your area so you can keep your cars off the street. So just so we can get it done as quickly as possible. And our T&I group is crafting a map it'll be a heat map, and it'll show where the majority of the household debris is. And so those will be the areas that we're addressing first.
We've never seen anything like this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime, hopefully, event.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. And again, really, to get things cleared up, it's gonna be months before we're totally cleaned up. And then, of course, you've got all the road signs and all the bent and destroyed road signs all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've got groups from, again, all over the state that have come in to help us not only with trees, clearly with the power, getting everybody's power back on. We had 6,000 lines people in working on that. And then putting the street lights back up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've got groups that have come from all around. And one of the things I want to do, we had a couple areas that got hit with the Milton with the storm water. And so we just asked for volunteers from the city and put together probably 7,500 people that volunteered to go into like the Forest Hills area and help pull out the furniture in those homes. A lot of people that don't have flood insurance, they're in an X area, but we had literally a 300-year storm. We had more rain during Milton than we have had in our highest recorded entire month of October.
Yeah, it's like 70.
So there's no system made for
Yeah,
that.
we're at like 78 inches for the year, and
Yeah.
the numbers are daunting. So, Mayor, on my street, we kind of did our part, take some pressure off
There
the
you
city. We hired a private dumpster company, and just at the end of my street, we went through 7 dumpster loads, and we picked up the tab. We found a great guy, one of those drop and go dumpster guys, and then he takes it to the dump.
Good.
Yeah, a guy by the name of Gabe, Early Bird Dumpsters, a small business guy with his new business. He's got like 14 or 15 dumpsters, and we went through 7 dumpster loads on my street, and we split it among 8 neighbors to take some pressure off the city. So
That's awesome.
we're totally cleaned up on our end.
Appreciate it. Thank you. That really, it makes a big difference. So anybody that can, clearly the city is here to do our job. But anybody that can, yard debris is going to be sitting there for a while. But we're doing all we can to get it up and moving out. And again, we're going to try to get volunteer groups together over the weekend to just go in and get people, the furniture, get the drywall cut up so that they don't get mold in and those types of things. So,
Mayor, where does the stuff from the city of Tampa go?
So our stuff, we are one of 2 cities in the United States that owns our own waste to energy, and so we burn a lot of the household garbage, and then that heat is turned into steam, and the steam is turned into electricity, and we sell that to the tune of millions of dollars a year to electric co-op. The brush, since everybody had to start putting their yard waste in paper bags, because we contracted with a recycling group. And so we take yard waste to recycling, they chip it, treat it, do whatever they have to do, and they turn it into mulch.
Wow.
And then they recycle that. So that's good. But there's going to be so much that we are going to have to take. Oh, and the, all of the refrigerators, all that has to go to a landfill. But that's not around here. We don't have landfills around here.
Last question, Mayor. There's a huge pile of trash at the fairgrounds. Is that from the city or the county? Do you know how that?
That's the county.
Yeah.
Ours is, we have 2 locations. One is out off of 34th. That's our waste to energy, and that's where one of the locations, McKay Bay, that people can take their yard waste and also there go my vicious watchdogs.
Canine units.
Yeah.
Canine's there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's another dog in the neighborhood. We can't handle that. But out to McKay Bay and those locations, and then we also have more convenient for the south end is down at the end of Manhattan. The Manhattan transfer station. So we have a lot of our household debris down there.
Mayor, I know you have an 8 o'clock staff meeting. Let me let you roll. Thank you for your time this morning on the MJ Morning Show.
Appreciate it. And thank you guys for all you do for the community. I really do appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thank you, Mayor.
Take care.
All right. And listen, that's Jane Castor, Mayor Tampa, but this is being repeated
Every county,
in St. Petersburg.
every big city.
We had Ken Walsh on, recently, and Clearwater, and all the county operations, for Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Polk, and Pasco, and Manatee, and Sarasota. And it's really just a daunting effort. Did you like the video? Want more? Go ahead and click all this like, share, subscribe.